Brock Lesnar attacks WWE legend, Damian Priest puts top star through a wall, 9/19/25. Brock Lesnar kicked off WWE SmackDown and dragged Michael Cole to the ring while Cole was trying to promote WrestlePalooza. Retired superstar Corey Graves came in to make the save before Brock caught him and hit the F5. Brock took control of the TV camera and yelled at John Cena, who was surely watching from home. Lesnar said that it was D-Day tomorrow and that he was coming for blood before running around the ring and turning over the drinks cart. He brought half of the steel steps into the ring before officials came in to stop him. Lesnar hit a second F5 on Graves before walking out of the ring. Brock smiled at Paul Heyman backstage and patted him on the back. Nick Aldis showed up and told Heyman that he didn't need any more interruptions tonight, and Paul said that he wasn't trying to cause any. Brock Lesnar greets Paul Heyman backstage. The Miz replaced Corey on SmackDown commentary, and we learned that Graves was getting medical attention after the attack from Lesnar. Green got a dropkick early on before Fire sent Bliss into the ring post. Alexa was isolated in the ring and managed to tag Flair in. Charlotte hit a big clothesline on Fire and a boot to Chelsea. The women's tag champs dominate in the ring. Flair got the backbreaker reverse STO combo on Fire before Green interfered. Fire used the opportunity to get a back kick. Green tagged in, and Alexa came in as B-Fa was hyping up the Street Profits backstage before Bo Dallas came in and was whispering something to Dawkins. Ford yelled at Bo to back off before Eric Rowan came in with his giant hammer and laid the Profits out. Fraxian was out next and got attacked by the Vision. Paul Heyman started talking about them facing the Usos at WrestlePalooza, but Fraxian came back and resumed the brawl. Nick Aldis came out and set up a match between the two teams before SmackDown moved on. Braun Breaker got some big moves early on, but Fraser tagged in and took him down. Fraser got some big moves and took Reed down as well before getting a frog splash for a near fall. Reed came back with the jagged edge and tried to hit the tsunami, but Axiom stopped him. Breaker came in with the spear and took Axiom down before Reed hit the tsunami on Fraser and got the win. Nia Jax was out next and said that she was the alpha female and that she was better than Tiffany Stratton and Jade Cargill. Nia added that she would annihilate both of them at any time. Stratton came out and said that people were sick of hearing Nia and headed to the ring. Officials came out to stop the impending brawl, but Jade Cargill came in and kicked it off anyway. After some back and forth between the security and the three superstars, Nick Aldis came out and booked a triple threat match for the Women's Championship next week, before SmackDown moved on. Huge brawl leads to a triple threat match for the Women's Championship being announced. Hayes got some big moves early on, but Zayn hit a tornado DDT before getting a near fall. Zayn went for the Helluva kick, but Melo countered with a big kick of his own. Melo got a near fall off his own before the two traded strikes in the middle of the ring. Melo and Zayn put on a great title match on SmackDown. Sami got a big powerbomb before The Miz said on commentary that he wanted to get involved but was holding back. Zayn and Hayes took each other out before the champ took a frog splash. Zayn took the first 48 before Zayn came back with the Blue Thunderbomb and got the win on SmackDown. Solo Sikoa was in a promo and said that Tonga Loa was the man to be standing by him since the beginning, and his loyalty would be rewarded. Damian Priest was furious about last week's loss to Aleister Black and put Kit Wilson through a wall backstage before demanding a rematch. Damian Priest puts Kit Wilson through a wall. We got the final part of the mini-documentary about Brock Lesnar and John Cena's careers on SmackDown tonight. WWE sets up Lesnar vs. Cena. Cody Rhodes and Drew McIntyre were out next for the WrestlePalooza match contract signing. Nick Aldis was there to conduct the signing, and the champ said that he understood that Drew was the Scottish Warrior and had beaten the likes of Brock Lesnar. Cody Rhodes goes off on Drew McIntyre. However, Cody added that nowadays Drew was more of a keyboard warrior, more interested in social media. McIntyre said that Cody was the corporate champion and that the fans would turn on him the moment someone new comes along to replace him. The contract was signed, and Cody said that he would be walking away with the title in the big ESPN debut before a brawl broke out. Drew was about to put Cody's head through the announce table once more, but then stopped, saying that he didn't want the title match to be cancelled. Huge brawl breaks out at the match contract signing. Cody came back with a big dive, and Drew took him down again before stomping on his face while officials and security tried to separate the two. Drew threatened Cody one last time before SmackDown went off the air. The September 19, 2025 episode of WWE SmackDown delivered one of the most chaotic and shocking nights in recent memory, leaving fans buzzing worldwide. From the return of Brock Lesnar in brutal fashion to Damian Priest literally putting a top star through a wall, the blue brand was packed with drama, unexpected twists, and unforgettable action. The road to WrestlePalooza and the fallout from SummerSlam continues to shape WWE's landscape, and Friday night's SmackDown proved that anything can happen when the lights are brightest. The night kicked off with Paul Heyman addressing the WWE Universe. Still reeling from the seismic changes in the bloodline, Heyman attempted to speak about his future but was abruptly cut off by an unexpected return. Brock Lesnar's music hit, sending the arena into chaos. The Beast incarnate stormed to the ring and wasted no time. Without uttering a word, he grabbed Heyman's microphone, tossed it aside, and delivered a devastating F5 to a WWE Hall of Famer who attempted to intervene, none other than Kurt Angle, who had come out earlier to back Heyman publicly. Lesnar's assault left Angle motionless on the mat, as officials rushed to his aid. It was a chilling reminder that Lesnar answers to no one, and his sudden reappearance has raised questions about who his target really is. Later in the night, chaos erupted backstage when DamianPriest confronted a top WWE star, Sheamus. Following weeks of heated tensions, their exchange turned physical, and Priest's rage boiled over. In a shocking moment captured on camera, Priest grabbed Sheamus and launched him through a backstage wall, leaving the Celtic warrior writhing in pain. Security and referees scrambled to separate the two, but Priest's destruction sent a clear message. He is not just looking to defend the Judgment Day's dominance, he is looking to destroy anyone in his path. WWE officials have since teased possible repercussions for Priest, but the damage has already been done, both literally and figuratively. The in-ring action throughout the night also carried major implications. LA Knight picked up a huge victory over Austin Theory in a fast-paced contest that further cemented his push toward championship contention. Bianca Belair returned to SmackDown with a statement win against Io Sky, reigniting her claim for another women's title opportunity. Meanwhile, Randy Orton confronted Solo Sikoa in a heated segment that ended without physicality, but the tension between the two has reached a boiling point. Their inevitable clash feels like a major showdown waiting to happen. Another highlight of the night saw Cody Rhodes team up with Jey Uso to face the Judgment Day's Finn Balor and Dominic Mysterio in the main event. The match was electric, with the crowd fully behind Rhodes and Jey. However, the ending descended into chaos when Rhea Ripley distracted the referee, allowing DamianPriest to interfere once again. Priest's interference helped Balor secure the pin, giving the Judgment Day a controversial win and further asserting their stranglehold on WWE programming. The fallout from this main event will undoubtedly shape Raw and SmackDown in the coming weeks. The closing moments of SmackDown were reserved for Brock Lesnar once again. Just when fans thought the chaos was over, Lesnar appeared backstage, stormed into the medical area where Kurt Angle was being treated, and delivered a second brutal attack. Officials were powerless to stop him, and the scene ended with Lesnar glaring into the camera before walking out of the arena. The WWE Universe is left wondering, why did Lesnar target Angle, and what role does Paul Heyman play in this? This episode of SmackDown will be remembered as one of the most unpredictable in recent history. Brock Lesnar's shocking assault, DamianPriest's act of pure violence, and the growing rivalries across the roster made September 19, 2025, a night of carnage and chaos. As the road to WrestlePalooza heats up, the blue brand has become the centerpiece of WWE's most explosive storylines. This episode of SmackDown will be remembered as one of the most unpredictable in recent history. Brock Lesnar.